Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch holding and just get straight into a different topic, please check the pinned comment or the little red bar right down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped, and I appreciate you guys watching whatever part that you'd like. And if you're sticking around, guys, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels, and this is the Let's Talk Clen series that we do on the channel, where I ask you guys to jump into the Discord server. And by the way, if you are new here, pinned comment, description down below, love to have you there. And I ask you guys to jump in the Discord, like I said, and you give me something to talk about. Usually we talk about Fortnite and gaming, but of course we can talk about anything at all. With that being said, let's get straight into the first one for today, and timestamps are there if you want to use them. You responded to my last Let's Talk Clen request. Thanks, and no thank you for participating. What would you think about a Mexican-themed Fortnite season? Maybe bring back a Mexican village from Paradise Palms and a whole Mexican and Spanish theme map. I think it'd be cool. Hey, any like theme for Fortnite, I'm down to see. I'm just here to like enjoy all the brand new updates. To me, it honestly doesn't matter what really comes. I'll just enjoy it no matter what. So I am so down for Mexican theme. It's not something we've had so far, but we've had like little hints and teasers, not teasers, but like little hints of like the possibility. So I'd be down to see it. What is your opinion on this season? Do you think it's one of the best, if not the best? And do you think peak Fortnite was more popular than you think, or do you think it will get more popular in the future? I think Fortnite will get more popular in the future. I don't know if it'll hit the peak Fortnite though, because peak Fortnite had like the entire world playing, and that's something that I talk about a lot of, like when people start saying like, okay, Fortnite's dying, look at the player base, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? They keep saying that Fortnite has less players than it ever has, which isn't true, by the way. Like, they had like little dips in chapter 2. That was a little bit of a rough go for Fortnite, but anyways, there's only one spot to go, and that's what I always point to. They were at the top of the world, Epic Games and Fortnite. They could only go down. So I don't know, like, they're gonna get more players, but I don't know if it'll ever hit peak Fortnite again. Like, and what I mean is peak Fortnite is like the peak popularity. But anyways, moving on to your other part, what do you think about this season? Do you think it's the best, if not the best, one of the best? I think it's a really solid season. It's nowhere near my favorite, but I'm really enjoying the flow of the gameplay right now. I like a lot of the features. I like the new POIs. I think they're great. Maybe with updates and maybe with a live event, maybe with some storyline development, I will change my mind on that. But I think it's just a solid season. Like, I would say, like, you know, B-tier season so far for me. Moving on, though, did you ever watch Total Drama? I haven't heard about that in a long time. I watched it very little, actually, so unfortunately I don't have too much to say, but man, you just brought me back with that one. And adding to this, what was your best childhood show? Okay, I had a lot of childhood shows that I watched. I watched, like, so much SpongeBob. I watched Fairly Odd Parents. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched Sonic. I don't know, man. There's some really good ones. And, like, that's just, like, off the top of my head. I don't even know. Like, if you guys, an underrated one was Dinosaur King. I grew up on 4Kids TV and Nickelodeon. Best childhood show, though? I would have to go with SpongeBob, man. SpongeBob's still good to this day. But yeah, there's so many. There are so many, and like there's so much of my childhood that I just like, with the possibilities of Fortnite crossovers, like I want to keep adding them with the collaborations. I would absolutely love to see it. Next up, how is the Attack on Titan collab? I really like it. I really like it. The only slight disappointment with me, and it's not something that I was really looking forward to, like I wasn't expecting this. I wish Aaron had a Titan style. I wish there was a skin where I could run around as a Titan. But I understand because they're big naked beings, so I didn't expect them to come. But other than that, like ignoring that, I think it's great. I love swinging around in the ODM gear. I love the Thunder Spears. I love that Aaron's basement on the map. It's so cool. I think it's great. Like, I don't have too much else to say about it. I love swinging just like the Spider-Man web shooters. That's, I don't know. I don't know what was better, the Spider-Man web shooters or Attack on Titan. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. They're both really fun. But Attack on Titan, man, they nailed it. Moving on again. What other anime crossovers would you like to see? Personally, I think it'd be awesome to see these two. The first one, not as likely, but hey, it's Fortnite, so anything can happen. And the second is an anime I just got back into watching after a while. One, Pokemon. Two, Beyblade Burst. I don't know specifically about Beyblade Burst, excuse me. I know Beyblade, but I don't know if like Burst is like an extension to the show or something. Anyways, I'm a little bit surprised they haven't done Pokemon yet. That's gotta be in the works, right? Like, it's one of the biggest IPs of all time, and Fortnite hasn't crossed over with it yet. It's gotta come eventually. Just have, like, a Pikachu as, like, the rocket pet, you know what I mean? So everybody would love to see that. And I like Beyblade. I didn't watch the show or anything, but growing up, I had the Beyblades, and then we got banned from school because we would always, like, shoot the Beyblades at each other. And then, yeah, I don't think anyone actually really got hurt from that, but still, that's why Beyblades were banned from our school. But it was really fun to, like, fling them at each other. I know I took that way that's not even what you were talking about, but I just saw Beyblade and I started thinking about like my friends and I just like firing them at each other. It was really fun, but I'd like to see both of them, to be honest with you. But what other anime crossovers would I like to see personally? I always talk about I like Demon Slayer. Give me Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan was there. Give me Demon Slayer, the next best thing. Did you watch the Mario movie yet? Thoughts on that? I did watch the Mario movie. Actually, last night, at the time that I'm recording this, I believe it's going to come out tomorrow. I'm planning some stuff because I have a wedding going on, so I'm pre-recording a lot of stuff. Anyways, watched it last night at the time of recording this. Still loved it. It was the second time I watched it. I don't know if I mentioned that. I probably did. But I'm not going to touch on it like too much because I will point you to the Clenema channel where we talk about movies, TV, everything. I made a whole video talking about. Long story short, I thought it was fantastic. They did Mario so well. I like if you have to go into it knowing that it's like a huge, like really family friendly movie. It's not like a super kids movie or anything. You can't go into it expecting like this well thought out, flushed out story. You know what I mean? You got to go into it like, hey, Mario, oh, there's an Easter egg. There's an Easter egg. There's an Easter egg. The cast was great. Everything was great. It was just like Mario satisfaction to like the highest extent that it could be. Oh man, you guys are making me talk about stuff that I post on the other channels. It's like self promo. Who do you think wins, Jake Paul or Nate Diaz? Long story short, there's no chance that Nate Diaz ever wins that fight. Okay, I get it, he's a UFC fighter, but as someone who's followed Nate Diaz his whole career, he's old now. He's taking too much damage. He doesn't care. He doesn't train, and he's probably just there for a paycheck. And he's way smaller than Jake Paul. There is no chance in the world. Yeah, Nate Diaz has all the skill. He has all the boxing skill. He's a great boxer. But his body won't be able to handle someone as young and probably a little juiced up on Nate Diaz. I say that's Jake Paul. There's no chance that Nate Diaz ever wins that fight, and I'm certainly going to be betting on it. And I'm not above the idea that Jake Paul kind of fixes his fights in that sense, or Nate Diaz is one to definitely not care. Like you'll have a lot of Diaz fans be like, "Oh my God, Nate would never sacrifice that. Nate's too proud to lose." I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Nate Diaz just wants a paycheck. Like, he is not the fighter that he once was. Jake Paul is just doing that thing where he wants to fight an old, retired UFC fighter who just doesn't have it in him anymore. So, absolutely, Jake Paul's going to win that fight. 100%. Would you like to see a Nintendo Cinematic Universe after the Mario movie? Absolutely. And, like, I won't spoil anything about the Mario movie, but it seemed like they were, like, dropping a few hints here and there that they were setting something up. Like, I hope so, man. That would be amazing. Especially if they could like bring in the Sonic movie in somehow, but that would be a little bit awkward with like the real people being in Sonic. But then again, I guess you could get away with it by just like morphing the Sonic characters over there instead of like bringing the humans and Dr. Eggman. But like they could just make like, I know a lot of people want to see a Metroid movie, a Zelda movie. The Mario movie's doing so well right now. It is breaking records. The movie was fantastic. I love what Nintendo did. I love when Nintendo's in charge of something, except online services. but I would love to see it. Give me everything Nintendo related. Give me an NCU. I'd love to see it. Hey Kyle, are you still planning on making that dating gamers video? Yes, absolutely I am. If you guys weren't part of the stream, I was talking about it last time at Crazy Case. I know you weren't there because obviously you're asking about it, right? So in case you weren't part of that stream, I gave a little bit of an update on that. If you guys don't know, I've been working on a video for a little while. It's talking about like the video. I don't want to like spoil it, but it's like dating as a gamer. It's like becoming harder and harder in life, so I wanted to make like a big video, and I want it to be like my most impactful message on the channel. I want it to be there for like anybody who needs it because I have a really good message to get across, in my opinion. So the delay on this video, I wrote like an entire script for it. Like the video's like just about completely scripted. Like I have bullet points and then like actual messages I want to say. So like I've been putting a lot of work into this video, and the script's pretty much done. I just have to like tweak it a little bit. But because I want this to be my most important video on the channel, I want to hire an editor for it. So that was the only delay for it, because I can certainly make it, but I want like, if it's gonna be like my most important video, I want to hire an editor for it, because I like you guys watch the videos. The editing is quite lazy. It's me talking over some Fortnite gameplay with a message at the bottom. You know what I mean? I'm not the best editor in the world, so I wanted somebody like help me like with the music, like give me like big text on the screen when it's like an impactful message. You know what I mean? I wanted to like go all out in this video, but the only delay on it was because I am dropping so much money next weekend getting married. So I want to just make sure that everything's okay, which it will be. But I mean, like, I don't want to just, I've been really conserving my money right now because until that wedding is over. So I will be getting an editor. I just didn't want to start like blowing things here and there. You know what I mean? So soon after the wedding, it'll be out. I want to say within a few weeks. And my wedding is this weekend. So it's coming. It's coming. I'm very excited for it. It's not like a hint like the channel's going to take a different direction or anything. It's just going to be one video that will be there forever. And it's going to be my most important video on the channel. Now that Creative 2.0 is out, what are some ideas for big projects you think Epic would benefit from working on? In my opinion, there are 5 things I think Epic should do. 1. Make a BR campaign, DLC, or game to help flesh out the streamline the story more, excuse me. 2. Bring back LTMs. Yes, there's no reason why they cannot do this at this point, considering players are unable to make the current and most of the maps. It's so true. Made a video talking about that. 3. Make a new PvE mode similar to Halo's Firefight, where objective is to survive as long as you can with endless waves of NPCs raging from the IO to the last reality, or even collab mythic bosses. 4. Bring back the block for 2.0 creators. I know, that would be so amazing. Like with the same argument with LTMs, there's no reason why this shouldn't come back, just to tighten restrictions on what offense and harmful content is shown on the block. 5. Make their own comics for Fortnite characters to help expand the lore that may have not been touched upon enough in previous seasons. I feel like Epic had really underestimated how many people will buy Fortnite related merch without having them to slap a Marvel or DC logo on it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I agree with everything you said there. Talk about big projects for people to work on. I don't know if the block really considers a big project they could work on, because it's just something you could slap on the map and then have a team just switch it out every once in a while and cover it. But I don't know, I know what that leaked mode was out there, something similar to the BR campaign or DLC. I feel like that would be the best way to go if you want to talk about really big projects. Either that, or just focus on making the best seasons possible, the most amount of changes, the most amount of map changes. It's tough. It's really tough. I feel like they should just improve each season before going into all of these other things, which would be great. But imagine them going completely all out in seasons, giving us 2 live events like we've seen in some seasons, giving us these huge changes that people have been asking for forever. I feel like just improving the game in general should be the biggest thing they'd be working on. And then once they got that under control and maybe plan a few seasons ahead, then they could work on this stuff. That's where I'm kind of looking at. But man, you bring us some great points. Honestly, I do not disagree with any of them. Moving on though, how would you rate the ODM gear compared to the web shooters? Oh, I was just talking about this. That's funny. It's tough because I think they're better because you can attack with them, obviously, and the attack is really strong. But I don't know which one I like more, because they feel different in the swinging. It's what's great about what Fortnite does is the Spider-Man mythic feels like the Spider-Man mythic. It feels like I'm swinging as Spider-Man, and the ODM gear with your body going back like that and dragging along the tree, it has just a little bit of a spin on it to make it different. It feels like you're coming straight out of Attack on Titan. I like the ODM gear better just because I am such an Attack on Titan fan. But the web shooters were great too. It's a close call. It's just preference for me. I like the the weird sound that it makes, and that was horrible, I know, but you get the point. Rate the AOT collab out of 10. How much do you like it? I give it a 9. I give it a 9. The only thing that's missing is the Titan skin. That's all, but a solid 9. And guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for participating. If you are new here and enjoy the content, please consider the like button to help out the channel a ton, and subscribe if you are brand new. If you want to help us make these videos, pin comment description down below. Join the Discord. I would love to hear from you and help us make these fantastic videos. Speaking of fantastic videos, though, on the screen right now, I'll have 2 other Let's Talk Clen videos for you guys to check out. Go check them out if you enjoyed this one, because they are all great and they are made by the community, which is my favorite part about them. Check them out. I'll see you there. Take care.